and I took my passion to it and I learned a valuable lesson. You don't wait for the right job to make a difference in this world, the right team, the right platform, the right social economic climate. You take where you are now, you deliver your passion to it, and then life opens up opportunities for you.
One of the questions I often get asked is, Julie, how did you become a speaker? Because I guess, I haven't won a gold medal in the Olympics. I haven't written a best-selling book, although I have written a book now, so I'm sure it'll be a bestseller soon. And I haven't had a business that's made millions and millions of dollars. So how do you become a professional speaker? And so this is a little how my journey began. So I was in the hairdressing industry and I was in a role as an educator. So training hairdressers how to use our products and how they work, etc. So putting a lot of information in their head, and of course there was some skill involved as well. But what I started to notice was there was a huge gap between putting information in people's heads and giving them the skill set, but nurturing their hearts and having that information then given to the clients in an inspiring way that would inspire people to do business with them. So for me, that was more the area that I became passionate about and working on that area. And so I started developing formats around more of an inspirational, motivational style of theme and about creating confidence, owning the vision of what we do. And I started doing that in the hairdressing industry, and the feedback was so fantastic that I could see that it was obviously something that people wanted.
And so sometimes your customers will give you the best way to serve them. They were telling me what they wanted from me. Listen to your customers. Sometimes we're too busy watching our competition.
We need the emotional connection to the message. So, the reason that people don't get up and go for a walk in the morning is not because they don't know how to walk. Most people have all the equipment required and the data on how good walking is for you. We know that already. It's got something to do with the emotional attachment to knowing that they're worth the walk.
Remember that? We just left school and got a job. Any job. There was none of this. I need a gap year to find myself.
But I found my true calling, I've got to say, a few years ago when a client actually emailed me from Newcastle and she said to me, Julie, when are you bringing your show to town? Suddenly it's a show. It's not a seminar anymore, it's a show. So, my message evolved and the way I presented as a speaker evolved as my life evolved. And it came from the feedback from my audience. And I learned very quickly that you can have a great story, but you don't just have to have the great story. You have to have an ability to inspire an audience to come along on the journey with you. You have to not just take them on a journey of giving them information. You have to take them on a journey of having them feel your message. Because the truth is, we action what we feel.
You make a difference in the world like Rod did. You take what you've chosen to do, you own your space, you bring the best of yourself there, you have the courage. You have the courage to stand out from the crowd, and you make sure you just keep giving a little bit more of yourself in each of those interactions, and people will be talking about you. He said, Julie, of course I love my job. I chose to do it. I said, Rod, you've been to one of my shows, haven't you?
Handfuls of dirt and rocks.